Do you want to build strong credit in 2024? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to our discussion on the importance of building credit in today's world, where credit scores are no longer just numbers, but gateways to a secure financial future. In a world driven by credit, having a strong credit score is not just desirable, but critical. Think of it as your financial report card. Just as a strong academic report card opens doors to top universities, a robust credit score paves the way for a myriad of financial opportunities. Consider this. You've found your dream home. You've saved enough for a down payment, and now you need a mortgage to cover the rest. Lenders will look at your credit score before deciding whether to lend you money and at what interest rate. A strong credit score can make the difference between securing your dream home and watching it slip through your fingers. Or imagine applying for a job only to be turned down because of a poor credit history. Yes, that's right. Some employers check credit histories as part of their hiring process, especially for positions that involve handling money. A low credit score could potentially cost you a job offer. And let's not forget about renting an apartment. Landlords often run credit checks to determine if you're a reliable tenant. A low credit score could mean higher deposits or even rental rejections. Building a strong credit score is about more than just borrowing money. It's about financial stability and freedom. It's about having the ability to seize opportunities when they arise. It's about creating a safety net for your future. So, are you ready to learn the 5 smart ways to build your credit? Let's dive in. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey to a strong credit score begins with understanding its importance. Building credit might seem complex and intimidating, but with the right tools and strategies, it's entirely within your grasp. Prepare to embark on a journey that will empower you to take control of your financial future. Remember, the power to build a strong credit lies in your hands. The first smart way to build credit is by paying your bills on time. This might sound like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many people overlook this simple yet crucial step. You see, your payment history makes up a significant portion of your credit score. In fact, it's the single largest factor that credit bureaus consider when calculating your score. So each time you pay a bill on time, you're demonstrating financial responsibility and building a history of reliability. And each on-time payment helps to improve your credit score. But what happens if you're late on a payment? Well, if you're late by just a few days, it's usually not a big deal. But if you're late by 30 days or more, that's when it gets reported to the credit bureaus. And that can hurt your credit score. So it's really important to pay your bills on time, every time. Now, you might be thinking, that's easier said than done. I have so many bills, and it's hard to keep track of them all. And you're right, it can be a bit overwhelming, but don't worry, there are some strategies you can use to make sure you never miss a payment. One of the best ways is to set up automatic payments. This means that the money is automatically taken out of your bank account each month. You won't have to remember to make the payment because it's done for you. And the great thing is, many companies offer this option. Another strategy is to set reminders for yourself. You can use a calendar app on your phone, or even a good old-fashioned paper calendar. Just mark the due dates of all your bills and set reminders a few days before. This way, you'll always know when a payment is due. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to bill payments. So make it a habit to pay your bills on time, every time. It's one of the smartest ways you can build your credit. Our second smart tip is to keep your credit utilization low. Now, you might be wondering, what is credit utilization? Well, simply put, it's the amount of your total available credit that you're actually using. It's calculated by dividing your total credit card balances by your total credit card limits. Now, why is this important? Credit utilization is a key factor in determining your credit score. In fact, it accounts for about 30% of your FICO score, which is the most commonly used credit score. This means if you're using a large portion of your available credit, it could signal to lenders that you're overextended and may have trouble paying back your debts. So, how can you keep your credit utilization low? The best way is to pay off your balances in full every month. This not only helps to keep your credit utilization ratio low, but it also helps you avoid paying interest on your credit card balances. Another way is to increase your credit limit. Now, this doesn't mean you should start spending more. Instead, a higher credit limit gives you more available credit, which can help lower your credit utilization ratio. But remember, this strategy only works if you don't increase your spending. It's also a good practice to keep your credit card balances below 30% of your credit limits. This is considered a safe zone by most lenders and can show them you're not reliant on your credit cards for everyday expenses. Lastly, spread out your spending across multiple credit cards if you have them. This can help keep the balance on any one card from getting too high, which can in turn keep your overall credit utilization lower. Remember, credit utilization is a snapshot in time. It's updated every time your credit report is pulled, so it can change from month to month. Keeping a close eye on your credit utilization can significantly boost your credit score. Now on to the third smart way to build credit, diversifying your credit. Think of your credit profile as a financial portfolio. Just as you would diversify your investment portfolio to spread risk, diversifying your credit means having a mix of different types of credit. This could include credit cards, mortgage loans, and auto loans. Why does this matter? Well, lenders like to see that you can handle different types of credit. They want to see that you can manage a credit card just as well as you can manage a car loan. It's all about showing that you're a reliable borrower, no matter the type of debt. But remember, diversification doesn't mean accruing debt unnecessarily. It's about managing your credit responsibly. Don't take on more debt than you can handle, and always make sure to make your payments on time. Diversifying your credit responsibly is a surefire way to improve your credit score. The fourth smart tip is to limit new credit applications. This might seem counterintuitive. You might be thinking, wouldn't more credit improve my credit score? Well, not exactly. You see, each time you apply for a new line of credit, whether it's a credit card, a loan, or any other type of credit, the lender performs what's known as a hard inquiry on your credit report. These hard inquiries can actually lower your credit score, particularly if there are too many in a short period of time. Why does this happen? Well, lenders view multiple applications as a sign of desperation or financial instability. It makes you appear as if you're reliant on borrowing, and that's not a good look when you're trying to build or maintain a strong credit score. But don't let this discourage you from ever applying for new credit. The key here is to apply judiciously. If you need a new line of credit, by all means, go for it, but do so responsibly. Make sure it's a credit line you can manage and truly need. Don't just apply for credit for the sake of having more. Instead, focus on managing your existing credit well. Pay your bills on time, keep your credit utilization low, and diversify your credit. If you do these things, you won't need to rely on a multitude of new credit lines to build your credit score. Remember, quality over quantity when it comes to new credit. Finally, the fifth smart way to build credit is by regularly monitoring your credit. It's like keeping an eye on the health of your financial future. And here's why it matters. Imagine you're driving a car with no speedometer. You'd have no way of knowing if you're following the speed limit or if you're inching towards a ticket. Your credit score is that speedometer for your financial health. It indicates how well you're managing your credit, and lenders use it as a key factor while deciding whether to approve your loan or credit card applications. Now, you might be wondering, where do I check my credit score? Well, there are several free resources available that allow you to check your credit reports. Some even provide updates on credit score changes, but why should you check your credit reports regularly? It's because they might contain errors. These could be as minor as a misspelled name or as major as a fraudulent account opened in your name, and these errors could negatively impact your credit score. By regularly monitoring your credit, you can spot these errors and dispute them promptly. Moreover, keeping track of your credit score can help you understand what actions are improving or hurting it. This understanding can guide your future financial decisions, helping you build a stronger credit profile. Regular credit monitoring is your best defense against credit score surprises. So those were the 5 smart ways to build strong credit in 2024. To recap, first, ensure you pay your bills on time. This simple step can significantly improve your credit score. Second, keep your credit utilization low. Using a small portion of your available credit can show lenders that you're financially responsible. Third, diversify your credit. Having a mix of credit types can reflect positively on your credit report. Fourth, limit new credit applications. A lot of hard inquiries in a short period can make you seem risky to lenders. And lastly, make it a habit to regularly monitor your credit. This allows you to catch any errors or fraudulent activity on your report early. Building credit is a journey, not a sprint. Take these steps and you'll be well on your way to a healthier credit profile. If this video was helpful in any way, please consider subscribing, liking, and leaving a comment, as well as sharing this video with anyone you feel could benefit from it as well. And as always, thanks for watching.